Houston Texans back home for Christmas, but they got stuck with a shift after having to work on a Saturday, which didn't go great.
First and goal to the end zone. Touchdown, Mahomes to Worthy.
Baltimore Ravens in town looking to play the Grinch, rolling in from the north after retaking the reins on the AFC North.
Wilson, pressure.
Ravens offense cooking, maybe not any roast beast, but defenses hit a top-rated Pittsburgh D with 34 points, 30-plus points, 3 of their last 4.
The one guy you can't lose track of in the red area is Andrews. That was pretty easy.
Texans taking on a balanced attack. They can stick the Rudolph nose on 2 different guys. Derrick Henry led the way last week, 162 yards, 6.8 per run, over 1,600 rush yards for 2024, 7 100-plus yard games. Baltimore has won all 7.
Derrick Henry just fine, spinning through Steelers. Crowd loves it. Down to the 35. He's got a first down.
What will the King find waiting for him when he comes down the chimney? For the year, Houston is holding running backs to 4 a carry. That's good. But they gave up 4.4 a run to Kansas City in their loss, 124 yards, 2 TDs, 5 per run allowed to Kareem Hunt.
Up the middle, that'll do it. Kareem Hunt, how far will he take it? Slides down at the 12.
Texans defense allowed KC to go 7 for 13 on third down, 27 points.
Mahomes fires, caught. Kelsey.
Third down, that's where he finds the hole of the defense.
Again, they're top 10 in points per game allowed overall, but come in off a subpar outing. Same is true of their play against the pass, holding quarterbacks to an 80 rate, but they gave up a TD to Patrick Mahomes, no picks, 260 yards.
He's looking at Mahomes, and by the time he gets his head around, Worthy is already in the corner of the end zone.
And one more time, 1 sack on 41 pass attempts. Now they have to try and track down Jackson. He only got bagged once by Pittsburgh. He's only taken 3 sacks in 2 games this year. 3 touchdowns, 1 pick versus the Steelers, a 115 rate, so a 100-plus rate in 12 of his last 13 games, 37 touchdowns against 4 INTs now, a rating over 120 for the year.
Jackson going end zone, it is caught! Bateman, touchdown!
Guys, Houston's DBs will track his tight ends. Both scored versus Pittsburgh. Isaiah Likely, 29 yards, Mark Andrews, 37.
Pressure in his face, lets it go. Andrews on the run.
Rashad Bateman, 14 yards, but he must be on the right list. A touchdown versus Pittsburgh. He scored in 3 of their last 4.
The control to get the catch, easily 2 feet down. It's a great throw into zone coverage.
And Zay Flowers comes in off a 100-yard showing, put him over 1,000 for the year.
Pass fires over the middle, and it is caught there. Flowers down to the 30.
That group has been doing plenty to cover for their defense, which is starting to come around at the right time. Held Pittsburgh to 17 points, have held their last 2 opponents under 18.
Going for it all, deep down the field for Austin. Incomplete. Hamilton broke it up.
Stacked against a Houston offense that's hurting in more ways than one. 19 points versus Kansas City, under 21 back-to-back games.
3rd and 11, free rusher comes. Williams gets home.
CJ Stroud still struggling with too much heat in the kitchen. A low 70s rate versus the Chiefs. 2 touchdowns, but 2 picks.
And all CJ Stroud is trying to do is to avoid a sack, get the ball out, and he throws it in the wrong spot.
Stroud's rate for 2024 now sub 90. Taking on an improving secondary, Ravens held Russell Wilson to 217 yards, 2 touchdowns, but they picked him off.
And Russell's exposed, and he tries to flip the ball out to Pruitt, and behind him is Humphrey, and he is not dropping that.
Baltimore hasn't given up more than 203 net passing yards in 5 straight games, lining up against a thinning wideout core. Lost Tank Dell, that was brutal. Robert Woods, 19 yards. Nico Collins, even more pressure to produce. 7 catches, 60 yards versus KC.
That is a nice catch over the middle by Nico Collins, gains 12.
Dalton Schultz scored last week, 45 yards.
Stroud on the run, it's caught! Touchdown, Dalton Schultz!
Ravens have the pass rush to take advantage of Houston's faulty protection. Stroud pressured close to 40% a week ago, took 2 more sacks.
The corner blitz, dialed up by Steve Spagnuolo to perfection.
Nnamdi Madubuike, half a bag of Russ, has 5.5 now. Kyle Van Noy, 1.5, leads the team with 10.5.
He's counting them up. That's right, 10.5, Kyle.
Along the ground, Ravens sport the #1 defense against running backs in 2024. did give up 4.7 a carry to Najee Harris, 117 yards, 4.9 a run to Pittsburgh overall.
Harris right up the middle, big hole. Najee Harris spinning inside the 30 and a first down.
They get Joe Mixon next, coming in off a 57-yard, 4.1 yard per carry day.
Busted to the outside, showing off the speed. Mixon down the sideline. He's dumped out of bounds.
This could be a playoff preview. Ravens have beat the Texans the last 5 times they've met, up 12-2 overall, 2 playoff meetings last year and the 2011 season. Divisional round, TJ Yates at QB for the Texans, or was he for the Ravens? 3 INTs. Game was close though. Arian Foster, 130-plus yards. Andre Johnson, 110-plus, but not enough. Joe Flacco, 2 touchdowns. Baltimore moved on 20-13.
And the Ravens are heading to the AFC Championship for the second time under head coach John Harbaugh.